Coming to you live from locations unknown and destinations not yet visited, it's the final day of the Metalstorm Invitational, brought to you by Starform and Backbone. I'm Commander Z-Man.
And I am Sinister, and today is Judgment Day for these 6 remaining teams of this double elimination bracket.
The teams continue to play for $5,000 worth of prizes, so the stakes run high, carrying with them the thrill of victory or the agony of defeat.
Speaking of the agony of defeat, one team that put on a clinic yesterday that did not get to taste that agony of defeat was none other than Grim Reapers themselves. not losing a single match yesterday. They remain undefeated for day 3, securing their spot in the Grandmaster Finals. But you cannot forget the other 5 teams that are vying for their places to meet up with them in those Grandmaster Finals. And without further ado, we'll start going through that. We had yesterday Dystopia sneaking a win over Vanguard Elite 3-2, securing their spot to go against European Legends, who they got toppled by 3-0 by the EU Legends, bringing them down to the first of the double eliminated teams, but they're still not out. They're still not out. Legion also losing to DOD in the first round for them as well, sent DOD on to slam against the brick wall known as the Grim Reapers to send them also to the double elimination brackets, bringing them down to give them a second chance at these prizes. We cannot forget they are down but not out. So today we will have to start with DOD versus Vanguard Elite and Dystopia and Legion, having them decide who is going to move on to face European Legends and then Grim Reapers in the finals. It's definitely going to be a lot of chaotic motions and high-flying action. Y'all are in store for a lot of that today.
We got a lot of us being chaotic and emotional too, so we'll see what's going on. The map rotation remains the same as yesterday. Stone Forest moving to Crimson Canyon, Stormbreak, Crucible, and then Icebound. But Icebound has only been seen once in the entire tournament so far. Also, stick around for later because in the stream they're going to be giving away more backbones. And reminder that all of you guys, if you're not in Twitch stream entering the giveaways, you're not going to be able to participate. So Twitch stream giveaways, you got to be in Twitch to enter to win a backbone.
You know, coming back to the fact of Icebound, Icebound was the main map of the Creator Cup, and I heard a lot of people talking about wanting that map variety, so they definitely got it with this tournament, and they also swapped up the map rotations for these last 2 days, giving even more variety. But pushing Icebound all the way to the last, like you said, they were only being seen on Icebound for one time this entire tournament, so it's definitely been pushed to the back a little bit.
That's crazy.
But yes, make sure you're in the Twitch chat as well. But also, I've just been informed, Starform has a treat for us later. We don't know the details for it yet, so we're just in the dark just as much as y'all are with this. So make sure you stay tuned for that top secret reveal that they're going to be bringing to y'all.
Just a reminder, it is the best of 5, just like it was yesterday. You need 3 map wins to move on. And our first match that we're going to be playing is Death on Demand versus Vanguard Elite.
Death on Demand and Vanguard Elite, one of the most highly contested teams as far as like general consensus opinions as far as these teams. That's the ones that I saw that was the most contested in chat over the last 2 or 3 days, just wondering who's better, DOD or Vanguard Elite. But we are finally getting to be able to figure out what that is going to be and whose team is going to come out on the top. So make sure y'all keep that same energy up in the chat. I want to see the back and forth. I want to see the hype for your favorite teams. Don't let it go just yet. It's about to be decided here today.
Yeah, the Twitch stream, I think, was having their own discussions in chat over this match. I thought they were going to come to blows and have their own tournament in the Twitch chat.
It was getting heated. It was getting heated.
They were lit up, bro. So we got picks and bans. So the bans have already happened. The MiG-19 and the J-20 were banned for the DOD match.
Surprise.
I think like every match so far, it's such a difference between the Creator Cup and this one. Like the Su-25 was banned like every match in the Creator Cup, and this entire series has been the J-20. So it just shows you how much the meta can change in Metalstorm just overnight, pretty much, or between tournaments.
Yeah, those buffs and nerfs that Starform put out for us, I know some people are fans, some people aren't, but it definitely changes the landscapes to allow us to see this variety of gameplay across all these other different types of planes that may not get that shine that they normally do. So I love seeing how pilots take these planes that don't get widely used and using them to their full ability, showing us exactly how Metalstorm is supposed to be played.
I love it. I love how the devs also consider the fact like the least popular planes have become the most popular planes, because there was a long time where people weren't flying A4s, they weren't flying J-20s. Now it's like you see them all over the place. MiG-19, well, not in this round. The MiG-19's been banned, so it should be interesting to continue on with what we've seen so far.
Well, speaking of plane picks, I believe the stage has been set. We've got both teams are ready up. So without further ado, let's dive in to see what they're going to be bringing to the battlefield. Starting off with DOD, we've got Bird Dog and his trusty most favored at M2K. Fighter 24 back on the field after being absent from the match against Grim yesterday, bringing in the Foxhound, which again has been another pick with the Tomcat being the replacement for that Band J20. Pigbay bringing in his trusty F16, Ego Breaker in his A4 swapping to the attacker spot, and Noli bringing in his trusty ADV that I know he loves to play with.
Vanguard Elite Hunslow bringing in his F1, Meckley Man in his A4, Big Muffin in his M2000, Quattro in the ADV, and Apex in the MiG-31 going for that interceptor role.
It's definitely going to be a lot of that high-flying action way up in the air.
We've seen a lot of the interceptor stack, so we'll see if that holds true for the rest of the tournament.
Yeah, for those of y'all that don't know what the interceptor stack is, that's when you see those 3 planes going up to provide a cushion of protection for their interceptor to try to take out that following interceptor on the other side. It's definitely been a very good strategy that these teams bring in. So without further ado, let's see how they implement this on the field. Stone Forest.
Stone Forest going in for the action. Let's go.
Death on demand. Let's go.
Death on demand. And Vanguard Elite moving in onto the field.
All right, let's see how these teams are going to take flight in this. See what the position's going to be to start with. We've got Fighter 24 going high up in the air as usual with that Foxhound. Oh, taking a look through the clouds. I see him on the opposing side. I see at least 2. I don't see 3 going up just yet.
Always important to get that viz with that interceptor. We got 2 big 31s up high. Mirage 2000 entering the stack, and ADV down low. Big Muffin and Quattro.
We've got missiles away. 2, 3 in the air, heading towards the 31.
That first miss,
I
that
believe he got a
second miss.
hit. Apex
There's
is
a hit.
down.
Apex down. Fighter 24 survived. He did get hit by that 3rd missile. We were talking about timing.
He still had 1 left ADV's way. I don't believe he got a hit on that one, though. He'll definitely be needing the help after that. Oh, no.
Oh, Quattro.
We got Noli and
Quattro
Quattro.
and Noli trading.
Big Muffin still high up in that M2K, using that in a different way than you normally see for that medium, but it's definitely effective high up in the air like that. A4's trading blows right in the middle. He's coming around. Fighter 24 still needs to find that health ring. Oh, Ego's got an F1 on his ass.
Hunslow trying to get in on Ego Breaker, F1 versus A4.
Did he just grab the grass? Oh.
Now watching Fighter 24 back again in his MiG-31.
He still
wounded, but
he's still on fire.
They're so spaced apart on this map. They're kind of hard to get to. MiG-31, good choice for it though. It's got the speed.
Yeah, the dynamic of this map usually either pushes you high up in those outside lanes or it pushes you straight to the middle for a dogfight. So it just depends on which planes are left to see what's going to happen. But we got a 2-on-2 situation right now.
Yeah, F1 and A4 for Vanguard Elite. MiG-31 and Mirage 2000 for Death on Demand still survived.
Hunslow's wading in the water like a shark waiting for blood. Just hoping one of them comes down. 33 seconds left.
Looking for that viz up top.
Oh, he's got red. He's got red. He sees him. Not a lot of coverage for that vertical missile. He's trying to strike that A4.
Yeah, Meckley dodging. 2, 3.
Oh, the fourth one strikes him.
Oh, he got away. He still survived, though.
10 seconds for the
Close
ring.
encounter.
Oh, that F1 being in the middle is definitely dangerous. F1's
Disruptive
down.
flares. We got 2-on-1.
Overtime ring is in the air. Who's going to get to it first? M2K? No, the 31 gets there first.
Fighter 24 grabbing the ring. Moving on to match 2. That was awesome.
Using the speed of that Foxhound to make sure he's the first one there. Definitely not overshooting this time.
Now Apex going up high again in his MiG-31. Fighter 24 in his MiG-31 also up high.
Yeah, it looks like he's got 3 opposing planes. That interceptor stack, exactly what I was talking about. Oh, he's a little early on that faster flare. First one got him, the next 2 miss. He barely scades away with a sliver of health left, looking for that health.
Slipping away to the health ring. Apex.
Oh,
Quattro
no,
is
Quattro
down.
goes down.
Noli takes out Quattro.
Oh, man, it
Apex
must be
back up.
intimidating.
Apex back up with heal.
Oh, there goes Big Muffin. He's down. Oh, he gets a strike on Fighter 24 in the distance. Apex is looking to turn towards Noli this time. Oh, he's not going to win that head up.
They did trade. They did trade.
Oh, they did trade. They did
Yeah,
trade.
Apex and Noli.
Got that missile off just in time.
Looks like Meckley's rolling with 2 of them, 3 of them,
Oh.
maybe 4.
A little low for that A4. Disruptor's in the air. He's trying to make his way around. I believe there's a hurt Pig Bay's trying to get away over there. Is who he's looking for.
Big Bay there, but Ego,
Oh!
looks like Ego went in.
Oh, the
Lawn
ground took
darting
him
into the
out.
rock. Lawn darts galore for Ego.
I believe gravity
There's
does
Pig
more
Bay,
damage
Pig Bay
than
is
those long
down.
ranges.
That's
Pig
absolutely
Bay's
true.
down.
Gravity always wins.
Gravity always wins. Big 31 coming in, using that speed, making it by those machine guns. Oh man, it's always a little bit of
2-on-1.
action and quiet. Yes, it's just quiet right now. Just waiting for his opportunity. It looks like Fighter 24 is still using that vertical missile technique right there. There's barely any lips to hide up under, so it's definitely a good technique.
I mean, he's up high enough and we're down to 30 seconds. He could just wait for the next ring if he can't get the kill. Why come down to reload when you could come down to win?
Oh, he got a missile on him. He's only got 1 left. 15 seconds.
15 seconds. Meckley
8
trying
seconds.
to survive, waiting for that ring. He's trying to get into position, it looks like.
Oh, he's going to have to be right in the right spot if he wants to beat that speed.
Oh,
and he
no,
does
that's it. That's
Oh.
it before the ring could spawn.
It was not going to let that ring become a factor for this match. Holy crap, man. Fighter 24 bringing in the MVP, not dying a single time. 3-0-2. GG's
Death
to
on
DOD.
demand. Yes.
Wow. First
Death
one
on
is in
demand
the
winning.
books.
Death on demand winning Stone Forest. We're moving on to Crimson Canyon. Vanguard Elite will be able to change aircraft around.
Do you think they're going to be making a lot of changes, or you think they're just wanting to implement their strategy just a little bit better with it being a different map?
What I mean, what would you change? I'd probably stick with the same loadout as you're going with. But it was working. It was just
right now, I believe the biggest threat on the field would be that Foxhound by way of Fighter 24. They got to figure out a way to neutralize him. The only problem is with that interceptor stack, they got waves of protection right behind him. So
missiles upon missiles upon missiles. This is definitely a missile game today.
It's like if you ever been to a metal concert, it's like a wall of death of ordnance.
Yes, sir. Armament's important. Flaring is important. Timing of flaring is also important. So I think we've seen so far. That's what we're. Quattro still in the ADV. Hanzo in F1. Meckley staying in the A4. Yeah, Big Muffin staying in the M2K. So it looks like they're not swapping anything. They're going to try it again on a different map.
Alrighty then. Maybe they can implement that strategy a little bit better on Crimson, but they're going to have to do something to take the rhythm out of DOD, because, I mean, I know both of these teams are one of those teams that once they get going, it's hard to stop them.
They're all thirsty for it. They're all wanting that prize money, that fame and glory that comes along with the Metalstorm International Trophy, the inaugural trophy.
Yeah, they want to be the first MSI champion. They definitely do. I know they're hungry for it. Definitely hungry for it. And here we go. Crimson,
DOD.
about to be a little more crimson.
Let's paint those rocks with blood. Hydraulic fluid.
Here we go. Fighter 24 is going up, getting opposed. It looks like there's only 2 going up on Vanguard's side. That's interesting to see. Or is the third? No, the third's in the back right. I see him now. He blended in just a little bit.
Apex firing and taking fire. There's flare number 1, missile dodge. Oh, looks like Apex got hit there.
They both took a hit. It's what it looks like. Fighters still trying to vie for survival against these missiles.
That's a lot of missiles.
Ending. Jesus.
It's missile storm.
Holy crap.
I mean, he's out of flares. That's it. Fighter's done. Fighter is down. That MiG-31 conquered.
They did exactly what I said. They needed to neutralize that threat on the field, and that's what they did. They sent
Bird Dog
everything
going
they had
after
at
that.
him.
Bird Dog going after that other MiG-31.
Let's see if the teams can move in and take advantage of the low ammo by Vanguard before they make it back.
Quattro takes out Noli. Pigbait takes out Quattro.
Getting revenge. Oh, Pigbait staying in that small F-16. Doesn't have a lot of armor, but he can make it around those corners very quickly.
Best map for this plane.
It's definitely a time to shine for these light fighters to see if they can get around out of danger of these front guns.
Well, you know, they took Pigbay's prize MiG-19 away from him, so he's in the F-16. Apex. Oh, and Bird Dog is down.
Bird Dog is down. It looks like we're on a 2-on-4 situation right here. DOD's definitely at a disadvantage right now. Vanguard looking to capitalize. Oh, Pigbay's down. It's down to 1. Ego running for his life.
Full minute left. Oh, he's got missiles on him.
Oh, the famous words of Gandalf. Run, you fools, run!
Fly, you fool.
Oh, is it fly? Yeah, fly, you fools. That missed opportunity there. Oh, no.
Ego Breaker is down.
Ego Breaker in flames. Could not get away from that other A4.
The Vanguard Elite pulling off first round victory away from DOD.
It seems like Crimson was a little bit more of a favorite map for him. They seem to be a little bit more comfortable in this second round.
Apex going high. Looks like they might stick with the same strategy, going after Fighter 24
straight
first.
For Josh. Oh my gosh, let's see how many missiles get lobbed this way this time.
Looks like Fighter's hurt pretty bad, but he did survive that stint. He's down below cover almost. Will he make it? There's another missile on him. A little bit different strategy. They didn't concentrate all their missiles on Fighter 24 initially.
There we go, had technical difficulty. Sorry about that, I'm back.
Fighter 24 is still wounded, but hasn't gone to health yet.
Oh, he likes to stay up there and live life on the edge. Maybe it's his playstyle.
Beckley Man falling in on Ego, and looks like he's got rockets, and Ego is down.
Ego doesn't make it by those rockets.
Oh, looks like Pigbay is also down.
Oh,
and Fighter 24 is down. That's Vanguard Elite pulling out Crimson.
Wow, definitely showing more prowess on this Crimson Canyon map, coming back with a chip on their shoulder from that first round. Apex in the MiG-30.
Apex.
Okay, we're good. Okay, yeah, the MiG-31 by way of Apex bringing in MVP of the match. 4-0, not dying a single time. Definitely brought his team out on top for that.
There's a lot of no deaths for Meckley Man, Big Muffin also. So 2-0-0 for both of them.
Gracious. That was definitely a different page of a map there for that second one compared to that first one. Now we're 1-1. Nobody has the advantage.
We're going to see a lot of this. Remember, it's first to 3, and we have 3 more maps to go. So Both
Long way
teams
from
need to
over.
win 2 maps, right? So
Yeah. A long way from over, y'all. Make sure you're dropping the hype in the chat. I know, again, bring that contention back up. We love the fire. We love the fire in the community.
So this is definitely a very balanced fight for both teams to be competing in. I know there's some discussion in chat a couple weeks ago about which team was better, and this team was better because of that, and that team was better because of this. All of it can change just like that in a heartbeat. All it takes is, you know, the pilot fatigue. There's a lot of variables, a lot of ins, a lot of outs, a lot of what have yous to to consider anytime you're in these matches.
Well, just remember, this is the last run on the road that they're on. Whichever team falls off now, whichever team comes out on top, we'll have the bragging rights at least until the next one. So it'll settle a lot of disputes here today.
I think all of them should be proud of their performance today so far. They've all playing well. It's amazing, like, not seeing any swaps. Everybody's still sticking with the same thing.
Yeah, it's again, different map, same strat, same planes. I just got to implement it a little different, but I love the back and forth. Zulu, sorry. Do you think we'll see Icebounds in this set?
It's looking that way. I mean, if we continue this trend every match, like swapping winners, we'll definitely get to Icebound, because that'll be the tiebreaker.
But first, we got to get past Stormbreak. Let's see who's going to come out on top here.
1-1 death on demand. Vanguard Elite moving into Stormbreak.
No advantage for either team. This is going to set the tone for the rest of the set. Let's see who's more hungry for it.
Fighter 24 going up high again to MiG-31, looking to target Apex again in his MiG-31. They got that stack working against him.
Yeah, it's definitely intimidating seeing those 3 red bogeys straight across from you, but I know Fighter 24 is used to it. Oh, he got 2 to 3 off. He's missing them.
The question is, will they run out of missiles before he runs out of flares? It looks like he got away from all those missiles, so he's running for cover, probably gonna reload, rearm.
Yeah, Bird Dog's moving into support. Don't fire at my buddy.
Missing Apex with that Hunter.
Narrowly missing him. That was so close. I thought it was gonna get him there. Big Muffin's getting fired upon now.
Fighter 24 looked like he's moving towards the ammo. Bird Dog moving towards ammo.
Rearming those 2 to 3 flares, depending on if he's got faster or not. You definitely want to keep him up on that M2K. Quattro goes down by way of Pig Bay.
Bird Dog's got Hunter missiles out.
Oh.
I saw one hit.
Hounslow, he got
another hit.
190 damage, definitely not doing well for that F1. It's got limited armor. I think it's got a sliver of health left.
Apex wounded also.
Got a 4-on-3 situation, minute 18 left.
Pig Bay's got what we call pocket bacon.
Oh, he's gonna need plenty of it if he's gonna make it to this health ring. Wants to take out the A4
Man's
first.
down, yes. Looks like Ego is also down.
Oh wow, I don't know. He's trying to slow down.
2-on-2. Oh, Pig Bay is down.
Slowed down just a little bit too much. Hounslow caught him in the crossfire. We've got a lone survivor by way of Bird Dog. Oh, now this
playing
is
to be a lone survivor in the Mirage 2000.
the calm before the storm. 40 seconds left for this overtime ring to come out. That quiet is definitely intimidating as well, not knowing where the other team is.
Well, have no fear, that quiet ended soon.
Oh, we've got Tone Chaff
Using
out.
his chaff.
I don't know how much he's got left.
He's out.
Oh. Vanguard coming away with first win on Stormbreak. They're 1 win away from having this advantage in this set.
Let this be a lesson at all. Don't underestimate your opponent, because they can surprise you. MiG-31 going for MiG-31 again. Apex firing at Fighter 24.
Seeing so many planes going straight up, it's almost like watching a rapture happen right in front of our eyes. Gracious. Oh!
Oh, fuck. Apex hit. Apex is down.
Apex is down! Bird Dog takes him out.
Lots of missiles on Quattro now.
Returning the favor from Josh this time. Quattro, he takes one, but misses the rest of them.
All about that toad decoy.
Oh, man, that thing comes in handy, especially that faster players as a duo. I mean, it's almost unstoppable with that mini.
No, he's not going to pull out of there. Quattro down.
Oh, that head
Looks
up,
like-
you're definitely not going to win that one.
It's like Meckley took out Fighter 24, too.
Yes, he did. Fighter 24 is out. It's a 3-on-3 situation.
Meckley on
Breaker.
Ego now. 8-4 on E4.
He makes it to the health.
Oh, he got to the health ring. Desperately trying to use those disrupted flares to pull him off of him.
How many machine gun bullets does Meckley Man have left? I don't see him hitting an ammo ring anytime soon.
As long as it's enough, it doesn't matter how many.
Oh, he's just got to get that little bit left. He's trying to find him. It's a 2-on-1 situation. Ego, lone survivor once again. May not be for long unless he can get away from Meckley.
Meckley's not going to let him get away easily. He's pulling him through the tunnels.
Situations like this is going to come down to that fuel discipline, and
and Ego is down.
Well, that fuel discipline took Ego directly into the wall. That is Hunslow right around the corner in that F1. Gracious, what a match.
So Vanguard pulling out another victory at Stormbreak. That puts them Vanguard 2 over Death on Demand with 1.
Oh, man. Yeah, Vanguard's now got the advantage in the set. DOD is now off kilter right now. They're going to have to regroup, come back in with maybe a different strat to see if they can offset this Vanguard team. Again, both of these teams are teams that once they get rolling, it's hard to stop them, and it's looking like Vanguard's starting to do that.
Well, you know, you've flown with DOD before. How do they fare at Crucible versus the other maps that we've seen? They have to win here in order to stay in.
Well, again, DOD, they're my guys. As y'all know, I fly with them often. They are a very adaptive team. Right now, with matches like this, it's not really what they do and what they don't do. It's going to be who comes down, who makes less mistakes. Because both of these teams have the pilot ability to be the best in the game. It's just going to come down to who makes less mistakes. That's all it's going to take.
Pilot fatigue, timing. There's so many variables that equate into everything. Well, let's see if DOD is going to switch things up or if they're going to stay the same.
Honestly, I'd like to see the heart rate monitors of these pilots right now, because I know their hearts has got to be beating out of their chest right now.
You guys have a camera off. I'm checking my pulse. This is some heart racing stuff indeed. Ego Breaker still in the A4. Noli staying in the...
Looks like, yeah. Looks like they're keeping the same ones. Or wait, did Pig Bay swap?
Pig Bay's in an F-16. I think he was in an F-16 before also.
Yes, he was. It looked like he swapped to the A4 for a second. I was wondering. It may have been delayed on my end. All right, we've got both teams readied up. They're eager to get back into this action. Vanguard going into this with the advantage. DOD, you're going to have to show a little bit more hunger if you want to make it to this next round, because it ends here today, if not.
This could be the end of the journey for one, or it could be the thrilling comeback. You never know.
We all love a good comeback story, but it's like I said, they're going to have to stop Vanguard in their tracks. They're rolling pretty hot right now.
I would say there's not really an underdog in this entire game. You know, they're both very well equipped to pull this off.
Yes, definitely a lot of talent between both of these teams for sure.
And Fighter 24 and Apex going high in their MiG-31s.
Using the coverage of that clouds to maybe cover up the position, but now we've got red in the sky.
And there's our locks.
They're meeting them up. They're not shying away from it. They want to see who wants to settle this out in open air.
240 damage on Fighter.
Both of them trade one hit apiece.
Oh no, Apex is down. Noli managed to land that last kill.
Giving Fighter 24 the assist. He makes it to the health ring. No longer on fire. Definitely needed that.
Pulling around in the island to pick up the weps.
It looks like the ADV may be making his way around. He doesn't want to let Fighter get way too far behind him.
Oh, Big Muffin is down.
Oh, Big Muffin is down. Pigmate takes out Quattro. And he rearms himself.
That was a close one. I thought he was going to hit that mountain there for a second.
Ooh, he almost pulled a classic Pigmate, but so far in this tournament, I haven't seen him crash once. I got to point that out.
Don't jinx him. Don't jinx him. It's early yet. We still got a minute 31 to go left in this match.
Huslo's moving in, trying to take a head up, but Huslo takes out Pigmate instead.
Ego Breaker.
Oh, just barely Huslo. Putting on that Ultra Instinct and dodging all of those rockets, but he didn't make it far.
Bird Dog following up with the kill shot.
Oh,
and there it is. DOD round 1.
DOD round 1 Crucible. Again, that adaptive gameplay, that's what they're putting on display now. Maybe they've talked it through, seen what mistakes they made in those first couple of rounds, and now they're starting to bring it back.
Interceptor stack moving up.
They're definitely staying in that group.
Apex got 3 missiles out, 4 missiles out.
I mean, there's not a lot of ways to counter a strategy like this other than just trading. I mean, it's all about those flares. Yeah, those flares and timing.
If you can time those flares right, you got this.
Nola's getting fired upon. He's already down to half health. Bird Dog said, not my friend. Quattro goes down. He says, not getting my friend today.
Bird Dog also down by Big Muffin.
ADV hurt. Oh, he gets him on the flyby.
Setting his sights on Pigmate. Oh!
I am super surprised Pigmate made it by that head up in that F-16. Wow.
It wasn't enough, though. Mechlyman taking out Ego and Pigmate.
Mechlyman coming to show out again today. He has been a standout player for Vanguard so far. Apex getting fired upon. Fighter 24, I believe he's lone survivor. He's 1 against 3.
He is it.
Oh man, I believe
they're hunting that MiG-31 for sure. He's just gonna hide out behind that island and get those weps as often as he can.
Yeah, he's definitely hovering around here, but he's got a minute left. He's gonna have to do something because he's gonna have to make the trek across that valley soon.
It looks like they're gonna send Apex out to hunt him down and move to cover the elimination ring inside the volcano.
Time is crunching down. Fighter's definitely going to have to take out the biggest threat by way of Apex if he wants to make it back across. But he's got 2 more waiting for him for that ring, but he's running out of time.
He's on his tail. It's MiG-31, Flying Brick versus Flying Brick.
It's like 2 Nokias. For those of y'all old enough to know what a Nokia cell phone is. 25 seconds left. Is it going to be a race?
Fighter working to position himself. I don't know if he's going to get away from Apex. He's going to have to pull off something spectacular here.
15 seconds left. There goes the faster. 10 seconds left. He's shooting out. He's going to have to beat that F1. I don't know if he's going to be close enough.
Missing it. Missile missing.
There's the ring. He made it. He got it.
Oh my gosh. That was amazing.
What the hell?
Fighter 24 clutching it at Stormbreak, moving DOD on Crucible. My goodness, whew, that was amazing.
From Fighter, perfectly timed with the flares, the speed, everything. Puts him in position for the ring. Holy crap!
We brought up Icebound not coming into play more than 1 time during this whole match, and here it is, the first day of the first round of the finals, and we're moving into Icebound to decide who's moving on. Is it going to be DOD or Vanguard Elite? Are you guys excited? Because if you're not, you better Pump up that hype in chat. I want to see some W's for Fighter 24. That was amazing, Josh. You are the MVP of Crucible for the day.
That's definitely going to make the highlight reel right there. So far, he's already got a highlight on Crucible from yesterday. That must be his map.
Absolutely. That was insane.
Wow.
Action. Non-stop. Like, holy cow. I thought Apex was going to take him out. That was some...
A4, F1, all waiting for him right there. Oh my gosh. Words can't describe what I just watched. I'm going to say it. Holy shit. What a move. What a move.
Clutch to the max. W in the chat. Way to go, Josh. That was some crazy stuff. All right, so it all comes down to Icebound. We're back at the Creators Cup again.
One match away to see who's going to be moving on. This is great. Great things to kick off this day. Z, gracious, man. These
Vanguard
other teams.
Elite can swap planes. Will they do it or will they stick with it? I mean, I think we're going to see this same stack going up every single time.
I'm wondering how many of these teams actually practice on Icebound, not knowing whether or not they'd make it all the way to that or not. You know, so we may see some off-kilter play, or we may have some sneaky practice that's going to gain the advantage for one of these teams.
Well, don't forget it was Fighter 24 who was in the F-106 during the Creator Cup using the nuke and then causing the nuke phenomenon to re-emerge. We were talking about that a little bit before the stream.
Yeah, I mean, definitely their final matches against Grim in that Creator Cup. Honestly, you know, with the outreach in the community that we have and the people that we talk to, they honestly changed some of the meta that we saw on the field, even in just regular online play. So I'm wondering how much of that's going to carry on from this tournament as well.
It's definitely interesting to see. It looks like everybody is readied up and we're moving in to Icebound. This will be the determining match for DOD or Vanguard. One is moving on. One is ending their journey here. Who will it be, chat? Let's see your opinions.
Put your hype in there. Let's go. Oh my gosh. The heat coming off of both of these teams is enough to melt this entire map.
Meltdown at Icebound.
Yeah, there you go. That's what we're calling it. This might be the set of the day. These other teams are definitely going to have to put on a good show if they want to win match of the day. Because so far, it's starting off strong.
Stacks moving up. Fighter 24 engaging. Got missile lock. Waiting to fire, it seemed. Going after Quattro and the ADV first. Then MiG-31 of Apex.
He sent 2 to the Foxhound, 1 to the Tornado. He got a strike on the 31. He's half health.
He did get hit.
So far, Josh is unscathed. I know he's about half down on those flares, though.
So decoy out. It looks like they got a decoy strike. Quattro is down. Pigbay taking out Quattro.
Noli took a hit himself before he got that decoy out. They were just a little bit too quick on that, but that decoy is keeping him out of trouble for the time being.
Bird Dog took out Big Muffin. Apex taking out Bird Dog. Pigbay taking out Apex.
It's a back and forth. They're just waiting. Who's going to come out on top? We've got a 4-on-2 situation right now, though. DOD's got the advantage right now.
Hungry on Apex.
They're using the hype from that last match, bringing it into this next one. Oh, my gosh. And here we go. We've got a dogfight.
Pigbay going after Metalstorm, the 8-4.
Trying to use that 39-degree plus maxed out Daredevil turn rate of the F-16.
Oh, Pigbay taken out.
You can turn all you want to, but it's not going to help that low armor of that F-16. Ego Breaker again, waiting for his opportunity, just waiting in the water like a shark, waiting for blood with those rockets.
Hunzo hit the health ring.
Oh, I believe Beckley Man needed it, but he's going to have to wait on the next turnaround. Yep, there he goes. He's coming back around.
Back. Yep. Noli going high.
Fighter 24 takes out Hunslow. We're down to 1.
It's 2-1.
Oh, 43 seconds left. Beckley Man's running for his life. It looked like a mirror version of Ego in those first couple of matches.
And he's out. DOD grabbing round 1 of Icebound.
All right, Vanguard, you're going to have to win 2 in a row if you want to make it by. DOD's 1 win away from moving on. High stakes, high tensions. Let's go.
Fire in the sky.
Oh, missiles away. Faster players in the air. Oh, no, he's
hit.
a little early on that first
Dodge.
one.
Hit. Oh, he's out. Apex down.
Interceptor's out. The eyes are gone. How is Vanguard going to adapt to this? Quattro taking in a couple of those missiles. Decoy's gone.
Decoy out. Faster flare, faster flare.
Oh, it looks like he
pulled away.
wasted at least 3 missiles, took 1.
Grab the hell, so he's back up, but you got 3 up high. No interceptor.
Oh, he's back behind him. This may be a good play by Quattro. Got his eyes set on Bird. He gets a hit.
Second one miss. Taking an ice nap.
What did that mountain do to
Slow
you?
down at F1. Eagle Breaker Hunslow. Fighter 24 down. So they lost their interceptor too.
Oh man, that tornado cannon's definitely not one to sleep on. He's right behind Bird, and he gets
Bird
him.
Dog's down. Ping Bay. Oh, Ping Bay survived that joust moving around. Oh,
Not
Ping Bay
for long.
downed by Big Muffin.
3-on-1 situation. Noli's lone survivor. Let's see if he can replicate what Josh did in the last match of getting that overtime ring around 3 enemies. But he's not in the Foxhound. That tornado's just a slightly slower. I don't know what he's going to be able to do here. Quattro's going up trying to spot him. They're definitely looking for him. And there he is. He's lit up in the sky. Missiles away. Noli's getting fired upon multiple directions. 1 misses, 2 misses. He's got a decoy out. 3 misses, 4 misses, 5 misses, 6 misses. They're using the whole arsenal. He's making it by, but he takes 1. Oh, he's lipping away. 33 seconds left. He's definitely going to have to find that health, but I don't know how far he can get.
Oh!
Definitely putting up a fight lasting longer than I thought he would. Noli was trying to make it around, but they just got him in the end. 1-1. This comes down to it.
Last match at Icebound.
Last match overall for this set.
Yes. Winner take all right here.
Oh, Apex taking the podium, being the higher plane. Josh is just waiting for Tone. And he's got it, but he's got it himself.
Missile out. Fire 24.
It's like they're returning 6, 7, 8, 9
Apex
missiles
down.
coming back.
Vanguard Elite without their interceptor.
Oh man, I think they launched all those missiles way too close together. The faster flares was very effective in that grouping.
Timing your shots, timing your flares, it's all very important in this game.
Oh man. Vanguard's down 1. It looks like they're pulling back to regroup. Minute 50 left. Josh is staying high, looking for eyes. Trying to find him. Vanguard's doing a good job of regrouping. They definitely don't want to move in too broken up. And we've got visual. ADV's got the decoy out. Alrighty then, Tornado's coming around. He's got fighter in his sights. He's launching 1, launching 2. Oh, 1 gets a strike. Oh, but he gets taken out before.
Quattro's down.
He was trying to strike Fighter 24, but it looks like Ego Breaker was there to help him out. 4 on 3.
Pig Bay is down.
3 on 1 now. Hunslow's gone. Meckley Man, half health. Lone survivor once again. I know his heart's beating through his ears right now.
He's carrying with him the entire hopes for this tournament for Vanguard Elite.
Oh, man, he's definitely going to try to put up a fight before they get snuffed out, and he's got 30 seconds to decide what to do.
30 seconds till the ring, and he's got missile locks on him.
Oh, what?
Oh, he's hit. Cleared to second. Will he make it to the health? Or are they going to be waiting for him?
I don't know if he's going to have time to get this health and make it back to the overtime ring. That might have been a misstep. 10 seconds left. Fighter 24, Bird Dog are all both in position. They're waiting
Don't
for
put
it.
in
3,
the pressure. If there's
two,
guns on A4.
1. They're shooting for him, but he
and
gets him
Meckley
in the
is
hands.
down. DOD pulling clutch the last round on Icebound.
Wow.
Holy cow.
What a set. Gracious. Fighter 24 bringing in MVP, putting on a clinic in that Foxhound, definitely keeping the oppression high up in the sky, making all of those missiles miss. I believe he only got hit maybe 4 or 5 times throughout the entire set. He was definitely effective in that Foxhound, but
Not
what
enough.
a match.
Not enough to kill his spirit, that's for sure. He's pulling out clutch victories. He is winning MVPs today. That's no doubt.
Vanguard, I'm going to definitely give y'all a shout out for the performance we just saw. Y'all definitely did not go quietly in the night. You put up a fight just as much as anybody else could. And gracious, we'll be looking forward to y'all being in the next tournament. Hopefully, we want to see some more gameplay from y'all. That was great matches. GG's to both teams.
Absolutely GG's. You guys are amazing. Thank you, Vanguard Elite, for your performance in the entire tournament. But you are eliminated, unfortunately. DOD moving on.
Alrighty then. Wow. Lord have mercy. The first set is in the books for the final bracket of this tournament, but we have so much more ready to come, so don't leave your seats too much. We've got a lot of action still coming y'all's way. Gracious. I think I'm sweating after that first set, and this is early. Gracious.
Dystopia versus Legion. When we return, we're going to take a quick break and regroup, refuel.
See you when we come back.
Welcome back. Just to let you know, during the break, we have conquered some confusion about the promo code. The promo code that actually works is MSI Hype with 3 E's. I just put it there in the chat. That's MSI Hype, 3 E's.
Make sure you're looking in the chat, because that's definitely the code you want to use. And just remember, that's 1 E for each win that one of these teams is going to have to move on.
Moving on with the bracket, we have Dystopia versus Legion coming in. Our bands are in already.
Oh my gosh, yeah, Dystopia quickly going. Oh my gosh, we got a J20 ban from Dystopia, but we've got a surprise ban from Legion.
Big surprise. This is going to be a shocker for all of you, because the last matches you saw what it was. The MVP playing was, what was it, Sinister? Go ahead, tell them.
It was the MiG-31 Foxhound with one of the highest win rates of the tournament so far when it's been picked. Oh my gosh, it's going to be exciting to see the change in dynamic, making them basically forced to use either the Tomcat or the Aardvark. So it's definitely going to be exciting to see, gracious, because we've seen either one of them both.
What do you do, Sin? Do you go for the 6 missiles of the Aardvark, or do you go for the guns and the short ranges on the Tomcat?
Well, as far as the Foxhound goes, I believe it's been a favorite pick due to its overall speed, so I guess it's going to come down to which plane is faster with the acceleration and the top speed between the Aardvark and the Tomcat with those wings back. I think that's going to be the difference maker, honestly.
Well, do you, off the top of your head, do you know which one is faster in a dive? I think they're pretty similar. They have the same engines, just the intakes are different on the aircraft.
I'm pretty sure that they're going to be very similar. But we've got our both teams are readied up, so let's go ahead and go through these plane selections and see what they went with. We've got Swamp Monkey bringing in the A4, Moist Baron going to the Tomcat. Gyatolator with the MiG-19 still on the field. We get to see it. Night Stalker bringing in the M2K, and Brawny bringing in the F-22 Raptor instead of the ADV. Again, a change in dynamic for these teams.
Legion's dynamics also going to change. Spaden in the MiG-19, Decimus in the ADV, K9 Stark and I giving another masterclass in the A4, Max with the M2K, and Curry with the Tomcat, my favorite. If you didn't know.
Looks like they went with the Tomcat because they didn't want to leave the guns off the field just in case. I believe that might have been the difference in choices.
Always there. Tomcat also maneuvering is a lot better than F-111 in my opinion.
Yeah, it's especially in these turn battles, but I guess it just depends on how close they're willing to get. But here we go, start of the second set, Dystopia and Legion. We are on Stone Forest.
Stone Forest, moving in all those stony forest trees.
Oh my gosh, definitely a lot of pillars to dodge here, but they got just as many missiles as they do pillars to have to look out for here. And here we go.
Looks like we're going to start spectating with Moist Baron and the F-14 Tomcat.
Yeah,
their interceptor stack also going high.
Yeah, they're all going high, looking like they're going to match each other. I believe this is going to be a strategy we'll see a lot of today from these teams.
I see missiles out already across the field.
And here we go. We've got Tone multi-lock out.
Everything.
Oh, we got one hit indirect.
2 hits and Moist Baron down.
By way of Curry from across the field. Oh, we've got long range beam trying to find a strike.
Yeah, throwing those beam riders across the map at that M2K. Oh, it looks like he did hit.
Oh, Chaff gets him out of trouble there. Night Stalker turns off to avoid that missile coming back.
Yeah, didn't get to guide that Hunter missile in, but he saved himself. So sometimes you got to make that decision.
Oh, looks like Brawny's looking for that ammo ring himself, looking to resupply and regroup here. Definitely got a short break in the action before we slam back together. Curry's looking like he's trying to make some chip shots here, trying to maybe get a strike from over there, but looks like they're using the coverage just a little bit too well.
And Bronny's missile missing that F-14. Curry's launching some missiles in his direction, but the disruptive flares of Bronny were effective. Now he's got a missile out on an ADV.
I think that 22 is trying to make his way a little closer because those disruptors are definitely more effective up close and in the face.
Well, they're down an interceptor, so now they got to use that stealth as close in as an interceptor as they can.
Yeah, well, they got a minute to decide. If not, it's going to basically push them in the middle, battle royale style, and see who the last man standing is going to be.
The one advantage they do have, the F-22, is the fast airplane. So if they are making a run for the ring, they are positioned very well to do so.
It almost makes you wonder if these 5th gen planes deserve to have that cruising altitude trait, just to give it that little bit more of an edge in this speed. I know that's been a highly requested trait to put on those planes. I've heard multiple times.
26 seconds to decide.
Oh, it looks like
Night Stalker taking out the ADV.
We got a dogfight going. 2 on 3 right now. 15 seconds left. 22's dodging disruptives a little late. Oh, and he goes down. 5 seconds for the ring.
Only the A4 left, and he is far from where that ring is. I don't think he's gonna make it in time.
Definitely not gonna be a good position in here. That F-14 can take its time to get around, and he does. Just a leisurely stroll to victory right there, taking advantage first round of this match.
So Legion winning a first round of Stone Forest. Curry and the Tomcat going mid-level this time, not going up high. It looks like the other team's stack is higher above the stack of Stone Forest.
I believe a mistake these teams made at that last match is they were just a little bit too far over. The fight stayed over there way too long, and they were just way out of position for that overtime ring.
Looks like Curry did land a hit on that M2K, now launching missiles at the F-22.
Taking that M2K out of commission for just a second. He'll be looking for health, but he gets a strike on Bronny.
And Bronny is out.
Got our first death.
5 on 4.
Max camping that ammo ring, turning around, looking to try to catch that MiG-19 sleeping. Looks like they're trying to migrate to the middle. They want to establish dominance early in this middle just in case that timer comes into play again.
MiG-19 Beam Rider and Moist Baron and F-14 is down.
What a shot from Spaden. MiG-19 coming in, head up on the A4 as they trade.
They traded. It's like a 2 on 3 now.
K9 was definitely proving a good pilot with that A4 yesterday, putting on a display, but it's not enough firepower to get by that MiG-19 and survive himself. Got a 2 on 4 situation. Minute 15 left before the ring comes into play.
Oh, and the A4 of Swamp Monkey is down.
Did the rocket get him, or did he clip the top of that pillar?
He hit it long range, it looked like.
He was doing cartwheels on the way out, and something got him hard. Gracious.
It's got to be that Tomcat. I think that Tomcat's missile snuck by.
Sometimes the angles of those LRAMs definitely can catch you when you least expect it. You think you're safe, and they reach around the corner and said, "Not today, not today."
He had 3 to 4 team fire missile at him, so.
This is the calm before the storm. 34 seconds left.
Tomcat
They're gonna be
grabbing some air up high. He's holding that position just in case he needs to use the ring. Otherwise, they just need to hunt down that M2K. 4 on 1.
Oh, it's not looking good for Night Stalker. He's way out of position. 15 seconds left. He's got good speed, but I don't know if he's gonna make it back in time. They're looking at him. Oh, they're not gonna let that ring come into play. Legion gets the first win
for Legion in Stone Forest, capturing Storm Forest for Legion. Moving on to Crimson Canyon. Will Dystopia change up their gameplay and their aircraft, or will they stay the same? Let's find out here in a second.
GG's to Curry bringing in the MVP with that F-14, not dying a single time with 5 kills himself. Definitely proving his dominance in that interceptor.
It's a powerful aircraft, but on the other side, you see Dystopia's F-14, 020 kills, not landing too much. So it's all about timing and placement of your shots, dodging with your flares.
Is this one of those situations where that calculated ban, do you think that was what threw Dystopia off their game, not knowing that they would not be able to bring that Foxhound into play? Do you think that might have offset them?
I would hope that they practice with every interceptor in the game, but if not, then getting the MiG-31 banned and not being able to come up with a replacement, that's definitely going to cause you a big problem in these matches. You got to be versed in a lot of different aircraft, not just one. That's why there's so many that you can choose from.
Is that where they're saying it's not the plane, it's the pilot? Is that where that comes into play?
I think that came from a movie that came out a couple years ago, but I'm not sure. The chat let us know.
Ronnie looks like he swapped from the Raptor to the ADV, bringing that decoy back on the field. Yadalator is maybe contemplating changing out of that Farmer, but I don't know if I'd get out of the firepower of that Farmer.
No, he's locking in. He's locking in with the Farmer.
He's locked in. Now, it's one of those things, seeing the fact that Foxhound was banned surprisingly for this match, do you think this might be that ripple in the pond effect where you might see the Foxhound get banned later in this tournament?
It could be. I mean, we've seen the dominance that the MiG-31 has been doing. So, in the tournaments past, we've seen the MiG-19 banned for Pig Bay. If Josh is flying the MiG-31 Fighter 24, it could be that it's going to become a trend now.
It's definitely something to keep your eye on, but before you look at that, let's take a look at this second set we've got.
Crimson Canyon, Dystopia, and Legion moving on to the field.
Alrighty then, and here we go, seeing that familiar shade of red we're all familiar with.
Moist Baron going up in his F-14, trying to grab some sky. The stack of the other team also moving up.
Looks like he turned early, looking to lock on, and he's launching. 2 in the air and a multi-lock, all 4 are out.
4.
Oh, missile goes by. He's got 2 returning. Nice Stalker gets hit.
Oh, M2K, Nice Stalker is down.
By way of spading in that Farmer.
Ronnie down, dodging missiles, his ADV.
Putting that decoy to use, it takes one. Oh,
Trying to draw all those planes back into Death Valley, it seems like.
Despite the lower top speed, the maneuverability of the Farmer is definitely one of those unmatched planes if you know how to use that fuel efficiency. We're getting to see that get put on display now with Yadalator.
Oh, and not enough though.
Oh. K9 coming through with the crossfire, putting that A4 on display as he usually does.
Now spectating Curry moving up into the atmosphere. We do have an ADV and an M2K up high on his team also.
Yeah, putting that interceptor stack to work, I believe. Again, this is a strat we're probably going to be seeing all day. Firing down, he's trying to find a strike. Tornado missile spamming him. I don't believe he got a hit, though. Definitely don't like seeing the warning of that out of ammo, but he gets rid of it, but he flies through the ring.
Moist Baron moving that F-14 in on the other F-14, taking him out. Curry down, Spaden also down in the MiG-19.
Max come back for revenge, taking out Moist Baron himself after his buddy went down. But we now got a 2-on-2 situation. Oh, 2-on-1 situation now.
K9 missiles out on Brawny's ADV.
If
moving in on the other ADV.
Oh, hit up.
No, it looks like they tied it up. Yeah.
Dystopia tied it up. They're not out yet. Definitely seeing a little bit different of the strategies. The 3 go up, but they're not staying up for very long. They got to get in the canyons of this map.
Well, you always got to use ground cover, and this is proof of it. This is the map to use it. 240 hit for Moist Baron on that with that F-14.
Oh, the ADV will definitely be limping towards that health ring as well. I see him low over there. Still don't have a death yet. They're still filling each other out in these back corners. They're keeping it kind of to the right on the river side of this map. But they are moving as a unit, staying together. It's great teamwork and comms.
Dystopia is playing it safe because if they lose this match, that's really going to put them at a disadvantage for the set.
Spade tried to come over there and steamroll, but he didn't make it too far as the MiG-19 caught wind.
Brawny missiles out, taking out Curry's F-14 and moving in on that M2K. A4 of K9 Stark and I down. MiG-19 of Yowlator down.
Oh, 2-on-1 situation once again. Max, lone survivor.
But it's not enough. And Legion. Or wait, Dystopia, I'm sorry.
Dystopia gets the win. The war of attrition lands on their side as they have the last plane standing in that. What a great back and forth there. Holy crap.
That brings this set to 1-1 tie, moving into Stormbreak. So is Legion going to switch up now, or are they going to stay in the same aircraft? Let's move to the hangar and we'll find out.
Are we going to see some back and forths all day, Zulu? Oh my gosh, that's what it's seeming like.
I'm wondering if anyone's going to say, we're going to scratch the F-14 and go for the F-111. Like this. Also, you know, the J-20 is banned. The 2 interceptors banned this time. I think that might be the first time that we've seen that in the entire
I believe so. I haven't seen it myself. I mean, because it's definitely a risk. But at the same time, when you see the dynamic of the teams and how they've been this entire time so far, that interceptor meta is highly, highly woven into the fabric of this tournament.
Interceptors rule the sky, brother. They go the highest, they go the fastest. They got the longest range. So it's like having a sniper on the field. So if you limit the skill of the sniper, it's like taking bullets away from any switches?
Let's see here. I don't believe we saw any switches. It looks like they're readied up and ready to get right back in it. Neither team has the advantage. It's 1-1 in the set. I believe we're on Stormbreak next, so this is going to be a deciding factor too. Yeah, Stormbreak. Here we go.
So it just shows you how good teams are on certain maps. Legion with a 2-0 victory in Stone Forest. And then Dystopia and a 2-1 victory on Crimson. Let's see who plays Stormbreak the best.
Those tunnels, I believe, especially having that A4 and that farmer on the field, that middle section of those tunnels are definitely going to come into play if they can stay out of reach of those interceptors. Moist Baron looks like he's staying low this time.
That's probably a good call because their interceptor stack moving up. ADV and M2K missile locked already.
I mean, in a situation like this, you pretty much just got to prepare to send your whole payload out and then regroup, but he gets a strike.
Big hit on that M2K.
He's definitely going to be feeling a little hungover after that missile. He's going to have to hit that health ring.
He keeps popping flares like that. He's going to have to hit that weapons ring soon, too. Reload those flares.
So the weapon ring placement on this map, again, draws those teams to the middle. So I'm going to go ahead and call it now. I think the MiG-19 and the A4 is going to be a show out for this match right here. And 2K's following down. He's got 2 on him, but he turns off. He can't keep the lock. You got to know when to let go of that missile hit sometimes. I mean, if you stay out there too long, it could be costly.
Right. Now spectating Brawny's ADV. Looks like he's holding back behind some ground cover.
Staying low, not letting them get their position. I definitely got to say, I love the skin on that ADV right now. That's my favorite skin in the game. Yes.
Absolutely.
Oh, he finds the other ADV, but he turns off.
Yeah, it looks like they're all being very cautious this match.
We're still moving together. We don't have a death yet on either side, but we're coming down to a minute. Will the rain come into play?
Oh, there we go. ADV firing. ADV.
Wasting the ammo on the other team. Missile goes by. 50 seconds left.
Oh, and it looks like our first. Wow, trading. There's a lot of kills there.
Wow, we went from a full team on full team to 3-on-2 right now. That was very quick. Now
ADV and F14 trading.
2-on-1. We've got the Farmer and the Tomcat still on there for Dystopia. Legion with their lone ADV. Decimus flying out in the distance, trying to stay away, but he's got 20 seconds to make it to the middle. I don't know if I'd be going for the kill right now. You still got that Farmer to worry about.
Well, if you could get a missile, wait for that Farmer to come around, that would be a good strategy, but they got 4 seconds left, and we're moving towards the ring in the center.
He's turning towards it.
Oh no, Decimus destroyed on his way.
Farmer was sitting there waiting for him. Oh my gosh.
Round 1 of Stormbreak goes to Dystopia. Round 2 just getting started. Curry going up in his F14.
Yeah, Curry was the one that went up. I believe Moist Baron was the one that stayed low. It looks like he went up a little bit mid this time. Oh, Max is down.
Wow, M2K down.
Moist Baron got a strike on him twice, took him down, and he's unscathed himself, probably rearmed by now.
Decimus coming in on that F14, but it looks like he's gonna pull away because he's got missile locks coming in on him.
Yeah, it just depends on how much he wanted that revenge. He had to turn off for his own safety.
Oh no, he's down. Swamp Monkey also down.
Oh, we're down to 1 on Legion's side. And Dystopia comes out with the win with a very quick back and forth right there in that match. Again, not letting the overtime ring come into play. Giada later in that, again, MiG-19. I told you to keep your eye on that one. He comes out with the MVP with 4 kills and 1 death.
Dystopia 2 rounds over 1. Moving into Crucible. This is some awesome stuff going on. Action-packed. I'm surprised that the ring did not come into play. They managed to stop that ADV from making it what was his name? I forget his name.
You had Swamp Monkey and you had, I believe it was Max. Is Max in the A4, I believe? Nope, he was in the M2K. Swamp Monkey and Spaden. Okay.
Spaden, gotcha.
I think they kept swapping roles. It's throwing us off just a little bit because K9 is now running with the MiG-19 instead. He was in the A4.
Swapping roles is a good thing. K9 gonna give us a masterclass in that MiG-19.
Yeah, who's I love my Farmer.
Who's moving to attack role? That's the question. Oh no, he's staying in the A4. Okay.
He changed his mind. Okay, Spaden's staying in the Farmer. I think the comms are back and forth. They're trying to figure out what to do. Being down 2-1, these last-minute decisions could make or break them.
It ain't over until it's over. So, moving Dystopia into Crucible, that could be their map. It could be Legion's map. Like, you never know. But Dystopia only needs 1 more map to win and move on, and Legion needs 2. So.
I mean, you did say it wasn't over till it's over, but we might need to hire a fat lady to sing so we know when it's over.
Well, I wasn't going to do that, but...
And here we go, going into Crucible. Dystopia going in here with a 2-1 advantage. Legion's going to have to win 2 in a row if they want to move on. So let's see if we have the same back and forth and see if we see Icebound again for today. And here we go,
your screen.
Legion.
Dystopia on your left, Legion on your right. Let's get ready to rumble.
Ready to rumble. Let's go. Also a classic movie.
Always.
Here we go. Interceptor stack going up. Crucible's definitely the map for it, giving you that clear visual around that mountain.
Moist Baron, I saw 3 long range going out. It's got 1 left. Starting to dodge. Clearing 1. Oh, not clearing a second, but he did escape just by the skin of his teeth.
That rhythm was off just a little bit with that first faster flare, allowing that second rocket to sneak in.
That's all it takes. Sometimes you get off by 1/4 of a second, and that second missile's gonna hit you.
That's all it takes. That's all it takes. Split seconds. It's like both of them's keeping to their sides of the mountain, not broaching that halfway point just yet. Yeah, Brawny's turning back. He doesn't want to get too far ahead.
I often call that the line of scrimmage. You don't want to cross that unless you're absolutely ready.
Scrimmage.
Push together or not at all.
But you also don't want to get
we got
sacked on your own side.
Brawny being taken out by the Big 19.
Big 19 showing out once again. Starkenized
Swamp
down.
Monkey and K9 down.
Oh, what a beam rider from behind taking him out.
Dystopia down to 1 aircraft. It looks like a 3-on-1. And Dystopia being defeated by
at the line of scrimmage, as you call it. Gracious.
Yeah. Round 1 Crucible going to Legion. Moving on to round 2. Curry and his F-14 moving up high.
Dystopia drew that line in the sand, and Legion just come up and erased it and said, "This whole yard is mine."
Your line is mine.
Oh, it looks like they're going low this time. We don't see 3 going up. This is definitely a different tactic than we've been seeing.
You know, sneak in underneath them. That's always a bold strategy, but it's with the F-14, it's good to have.
I guess it depends on if they're going to take advantage of the aggressiveness of the other team to see if they overshoot and get behind them. I don't think they're going to take the bait, though. It looks like they're still staying back. It worked for them the first time.
These missiles become super valuable when weapons are highly contested. And Swamp Monkey destroyed by that MiG-19.
The high rate of fire of those beam riders make it almost impossible to win in a head-up with that farmer, and that was just put on display right there with that 8-4.
Curry Lane hits. Oh, but taken out by Brawny.
Oh, we're down 2-4 right now. Dystopia's down. They're gonna have to figure something out. They're launching. One goes by him. He got an indirect hit for 80. Oh, he's got the F-14-6, and there it goes.
That's it. Legion proving that Crucible is in fact their map, and they move on. It's 2-2. Wow. So
once again, we get to see Icebound. Holy shit.
We called it out at the beginning of this, and we didn't get to Icebound but once during the whole tournament. Now on the final day, are we going to go to Icebound every single match? That's the question. That'll be some action, and it's going to make for a long and interesting stream.
It definitely is. It definitely is. Chat, make sure you give the love of the misplaced map of Icebound so far, because we're getting to see more of it. Give your Icebound love in the chat right now, because we're about to go to it.
And also, while you're giving your Icebound love, don't forget to thank your moderators and your producer for this evening, Galen, Tome, and Something Cool. You guys are doing an amazing job. We're just here to talk.
I'm just here to yell.
That's what we do best.
Hey, dog on the stream. Or he was. You saw his tail. He's right behind me in the chair.
Doggo. Hey, I thought that was a stream points redemption to see the doggos on the stream.
And let's see. Legion won that last one, so Dystopia would have the plane changes, and it looks like they're bringing in the Frogfoot this time
Bringing
instead
out
of the
the
8-4.
Froggy.
Froggy and Farmer are on the field together.
Oh,
Brawny
hopping in that F4. Wow.
Ghost Fairy's rolling over in his bed right now. The F4 is back on the field.
He's loving it. I think he is doing more than just rolling over in his bed.
Oh, yeah, well, we got to pay to hear about that. But here we go. We have both teams are readied up, and we're about to dive in. Icebound for the second time today. Let's go.
Icebound. Also, I often refer to it as a Titanic Mac, and you know, I'll never let go, Sin. I'll never let go.
Jack could have fit on that door. I don't care what you say.
Absolutely.
Rose was just being selfish.
Selfish.
But here we go. Dystopia not needing the door to come in. It's either sink or swim here. Let's see which one's going to happen.
Iceberg right ahead for Swamp Monkey and his Su-25 Frogfoot.
And it all comes down to this to see who's going to be facing DOD in the next set. There's that old trusty interceptor stack going up. Here we go. ADV's actually the highest this time.
3 missiles out, 4 missiles out on that ADV from Moist Baron's F-14.
Oh, it doesn't look like he got a single hit on that. Well-timed flares from that tornado.
He's got to move to Weps now. He's out of long-range missiles.
Yeah, he's definitely going to need to rearm. That's his biggest threat on the field. Can't be without him. I don't think I saw a lot of return fire there, so I know the other team's probably still fully stocked up.
You got to plan your shots in this, and you can't just fire it willy-nilly.
That's what I call the war of attrition. Let's see who's going to last the longest with what supplies they got.
You want mutually assured destruction for sure.
Oh, looks like we're going to have some F-14 on F-14 action. Let's go.
A little
He's
tiny
got him in his
gun.
sights.
Oh, it looks like both of those long range missed.
Oh, they put a couple of jabs out there. Now they're backing back up to the corner, but that M2K, I don't think, oh, he turned off as well. I thought he was about to be hot on his trail.
Oh, I see someone flaming. We missed a MiG-19 went down.
MiG-19's down.
Yeah, Dystopia.
Nice Archer's getting fired upon himself. Head up. Oh, they trade.
Bronny also down
wow.
to 80.
Dystopia's down to
F4.
1. It's a 1-on-3.
Just got Frogfoot. Frogfoot versus A4 M2K F14, and he's taken out.
Oh, man. A4 showing the dominance is like, you should have went with me instead. I believe he's a little salty there.
Legion taking round 1 of Icebound.
Here we go. Again, the calm before the storm, waiting for the wall of death. I believe Dystopia's maybe off kilter just a little bit. They don't want to rush in too much because Icebound, again, is more open of a map than you think it is compared to some of the other ones.
It's just hard to sneak by those missiles through the crevices of the icebergs. So you got to really plan your shots.
All it takes is for you to be just glimpsed upon, and your name shows up red on the screen. Oh,
Frogfoot taking fire. Frogfoot's down.
Well-timed flares from the MiG-19 gets that fire everything by him.
We're 3-2.
The wall of death is here, and they're going down left and right. We're down to 2 on
down.
1.
Just ADV left.
Ronnie in that F4 trying to make his way around.
It's 2 on 1.
Yes, it's 2 on 1.
Oh, and
Decimus goes down. They tie it up. Holy crap. We've got a tie game, folks. It comes down to this. It comes down to this.
Who's going on, the Legion or Dystopia? We will find out at the end of this match. One team will move on, one team will bow out.
Missiles are in the air. First ones of the match. Firing at the M2K, but I don't believe he's going to get a hit. Oh, he did get a hit.
He got a hit, and he got one more. Looks like he got it. Yes, he's out. That M2K's out.
Max is out. First death. ADV fired down. He's...
Oh, fire everything on that 14.
For the Tomcat.
Not effective. Su-25 goes down.
F-14 saw it coming and was waiting for it. Those flares got out.
K9 side 4, A4 destroyed.
Spaden's down. ADV's down. They trade 2 on 2. This is coming down to it.
Decimus
takes him out. Oh, and there we go. Dystopia comes out with it in the end.
So Dystopia will go on to face DOD in the next bracket. Wow.
Wow.
This is like non-stop action. I don't know if my heart can take this. I'm an old man.
Oh, come on, Granddaddy Z. Stick in there for us. Dystopia moving on.
This. We're gonna take a break. I'm gonna take my heart medication and then we'll come back.
I just want to point out while the scoreboard's still up, that MiG-19 again showing the reason why it's been one of the other most banned planes in this tournament, showing dominance on the field on both teams. GG's to the teams, gracious.
Absolutely
GG's.
great games. Good job, Dystopia. Good job, Legion.
Oh my gosh. I feel like I've run a marathon so far and we still got a 5K to go. Oh man. All right, y'all. Well, now is the time to get your drinks, refill your beers, whatever you're sipping on. Go to the bathroom. Now's the time to do it. We will return with DOD and Dystopia.
DOD and Dystopia. Let's go. All right, we're back. Moving on to match number 8. It's going to be DoD versus Dystopia. We are in for some serious action. We see our first. This is a band that has been very popular during the Creator Cup, but we haven't seen before. The Su-25 Frogfoot's band.
Frogfoot is off the field. That fire everything button is definitely not going to come into play this time. But the farmer is still on the field. So.
But the J20 also banned. Big surprise there. It's pretty much been banned it wasn't banned. It was banned. It was banned every one today. And it's pretty much 100% ban rate in this entire tournament.
Oh my God. I mean, honestly, again, speaking to the buffs and the nerfs that have happened, the J20 has definitely come up to shine a lot more here lately, showing its oppression in the skies, especially in an elimination mode like this tournament. Oh man, we've got
the lengths that both of these teams have come to get to this point. One of them is going to go on to fight the European legends after this. So who do you got your money on, chat? Do we have the poll going yet? That's the question. Is it going to be DoD or Dystopia? I know who our caster favorite is, but we're not saying.
That goes without being said. The community knows me enough to know, but again, I'm looking for a great match from both of these teams. Again, Dystopia being one of those sleeper squadrons. I'm not taking away from their ability whatsoever, but compared to some of these other squadrons, they don't get talked about as much as they probably should. Because again, a win over Vanguard from yesterday put them in the position that they're in. They're definitely not a team that you want to sleep on. They're definitely not a team you want to sleep on.
I don't think we've seen a team in this tournament that you want to sleep on. All of them playing really well. Moving on this far takes a skill no matter what team you're on. Any little slip up could cost you a match, could cost you a round, could cost you a victory. So we'll see what happens.
Less mistakes will get you that championship title. I mean, that's what it's going to come down to.
I haven't seen anyone crash into a mountain looking for the ring though.
Not yet. I believe after last week and after yesterday, these teams probably went in the practice mode just to figure out where these rings are going to be, because I don't think they thought about it to start with, wondering if it was going to come down to it. And I think it caught even some of these top pilots a little bit off guard in these last few days, but they are on point now. They definitely know where those rings are going to pop up now.
You definitely want to aim towards the center of the ring, especially if you're flying a flying school bus like the MiG-31, which it could come back into play now that the J20 is banned and the Su-25 is banned.
I mean, and even with that ring, if you don't let it come into play, what do they not want to do, Zulu?
Don't get eliminated.
Don't get eliminated. That's what I'm talking about.
Playing elimination, so you definitely want to stay in the match as long as possible. It looks like they have the picks up. What do we got, Sin?
All right, Bird Dog bringing in, surprise, M2K, one of his favorite planes. Fighter 24 bringing back the Foxhounds back on the field. Pig Bay, we finally get to see Pig Bay in the farmer. He's been wanting it all tournament, and now he gets to bring it. Let's go. Noli in the ADV. An ego breaker in his trusty A4. He was lone survivor a few times in those past matches, so let's see how he does this time.
Dystopia Swamp Monkey bringing in his A4 for this match. Moist Spirit in the F14 again. Giat later. I don't know. I would say Giat. Which of course means get your act together in the MiG-19. Night Stalker in the M2K. And Brawny in the F4. Ghostberry favorite coming back.
Ghostberry would be proud. I know he's probably listening right now. Shout out to Ghostberry, also to Blackberry yesterday for the commentating job that they did. Don't want to
amazing job, guys.
We love our crew. We love our crew.
This is by far, Ghostberry and I did the Creators Cup by ourselves, and the addition of more casters, especially personalities like Sinister and Blackberry, have been nothing but an accoutrement to this whole entire broadcast. It's been awesome.
And I'm glad to be here to be able to commentate on this carnage that's about to happen. Death on Demand, Dystopia, Stone Forest, let's go.
Let's go. All right, chat, who's your money on? Put it in the poll if it hasn't been started yet. Just type it in the chat if there's no poll. It doesn't matter. Giat!
Give us the fireworks, Fighter 24. I see you with the machine guns, those tracers.
I don't think he's in any risk of needing guns at that range, so it's okay to overheat.
I mean, if you can hit from that range, you're a lot bigger threat than I thought you would be. F-14 getting fired upon. I don't believe he's been hit yet, though.
Noli and ADV coming around to the other side of that F-14, still trying to take out that interceptor.
Oh, that F-14 may be out of flares now. No, that was his last one right
and
there.
That's it. F-14 down. Their interceptor's out.
Decoy is active. He's taking the ammo, and now it's gone. He's getting hit.
Noli, one shot away from being killed.
Oh, he doesn't make it through. They ganged up on him over there.
And Swamp Monkey's MiG-19 also, or A4 also down, sorry.
Pigbay again in his trusty, most favorite plane, I would say, looking at the F4, and he takes him out with ease. F4 didn't know that death was on demand right around that corner by way of Pigbay.
We also missed our favorite name, Gianolator, in the MiG-19 taken out.
Oh, Night Stalker goes down, and Death on Demand gets the first win. You gotta love the white and gold paint on that F4 too. I believe Joey was the first one to tell me about that one. It does look pretty for it.
I think all of the mastery paints look really amazing, especially with that gold canopy.
Oh, Moist Baron looks like he's staying low and going to the side. It's definitely a different strategy, but he's got a lot of coverage over there. Oh, it looks like they're turtle shelling over here in the corner, staying away from that middle, allowing them to maybe come towards them.
Let them move up on cover. This is a good strategy also, because now they have to dive down to try and get under cover or use their flares effectively, which will open them up to further shots.
They also have an ammo grab right here that they can sit here and farm if they need to. That M2K is also hurt by in Bird Dog. He's half
fire
down.
everything. Multi-lock out.
Oh,
any hits.
Wow, what a coordinated flare move. Did he grab the ammo? I don't believe he did.
I didn't hear the ring pop. He went through it for sure.
Somebody might have grabbed it just in time. He's gonna have to spin back around. That'll take him out of commission for a second.
It looks like they moved down low though.
The whole team staying in this back corner. You got a minute and a half, though. It's definitely not a good position if you want to go for that overtime ring, because it might come into play here.
Missiles out on Fighter 24. He dodged both effectively. Moist Baron now also facing Hunter missiles from that ADV.
I'm pretty sure he felt the wind off of that one. Bird Dog's still eyeballing over there. He needs to grab the health. He's halfway down, but in his mind, he may not need it. He's just looking for that kill.
Still 5 by 5. No losses yet on either side. This is a very effective strategy regardless.
It's turning into a very tactical map. Again, it's what I've deemed 10 minutes to get there, 10 seconds to finish. We might see that here. It looks like they may
trying to hunt down Brawny in that F4 while he's snaking through the forest of the stones.
Dystopia looks like they're trying to migrate to the middle. Here we go.
Double kill, but not enough.
Ego takes out two before he goes down. It's a 4-on-3 situation. 15 seconds left. Gianolator and Pigbay in the middle, and the farmers. Let's see who's gonna get it. Oh no, Pigbay goes down.
Okay, down 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Where's that overtime ring?
Where's it at? Oh, they didn't need it. They took him out right before. What a coordinated effort, giving DOD the first win in the set.
Ooh. DOD rocking Stone Forest's sweep. Moving on to Crimson Canyon. Dystopia gets to choose their play and see if they'll switch anything up. What do you think, Sin? Are they going to stay in the same planes for Crimson, or are they going to change it out?
Honestly, I'm still surprised to see that Tomcat versus that Foxhound on the field. If Dystopia changes, that might be a difference maker. If not, Bronny may come out of that F4 to go into maybe an ADV or a stealth. We saw him do that last time.
Crimson, a very F16 popular map. Also, I'm curious if anyone's going to swap that MiG-19 out for a different light fighter.
I mean, that's one of those arguments you got to make to see which, with the